I killed the dog. Outside of that. How was your game?
I'm trying to find the hatch.
Oh.
So, kinda going badly. I need to figure out which one she's going to.
I can hear things. I can hear music. I can hear a sound.
Yeah, I've got a text or an email or something. She's right outside there. Please.
See if I could just do a stone wall for the start of it. Or just leave it like... nah, screw it. Just break it.
She let me go! She let me go! Oh, you're a legend!
Crikey.
Oh, she let me go.
Shows a bloody legend.
She actually is. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. She actually let me go.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mode.
Thank you, you let me go. Oh, you're nice. I like you. I mean, she hardly saw me, but like, she let me go right at the end.
Damn.
I gave her props that game. I gave her a thumbs up. It's good sportsmanship.
Wait, what? The killer let you, like, out or what?
Yeah, the killer let me go.
The hell?
Yeah, she let me go. She saw me and then I crouched and then she just let me go. She let me open the door and I was away. Oh, oh, I'm so happy about that. But she got all the others and she let me go because I evaded her the most. Oh, that was nice of her. I gained an item for that as well.
What kind of item?
Worn out tools.
Ooh.
Got 3 of them now.
Are they good?
Yeah, I guess so. They help do generators faster. But you can also use them to sabotage hooks.
Not bad. Not bad.
Excuse me. Fucking bitch. Oh, I got something on YouTube. That's what it was. It was a YouTube thing. That was you!
No. I'm probably gonna turn into like a... I'm gonna turn into like a gaming YouTuber. I know this.
You've always been a gaming YouTuber.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like one of those very like professional gamer YouTubers, like really that knows how to make videos and streams, make it be fun and all that. I just need things.
Okay. Fair enough. Need money for that though.
Well, Oh.
Lots of it.
I thought you were gonna like throw me or something. Oh, look at.
How many cans do you need?
What, 2?
Is that from the other day?
Yeah, this was actually from the other day, yes.
Why is the bottle still up here?
I don't know. The bottle? Nah, I'm keeping the bottle until tomorrow and then I'm bringing it in to...
The clown.
Clown? When?
Who the
Where?
hell is this? Is this supposed to be Pennywise?
Oh god.
You can apparently can hurl glass bottles that explode on impact, release a toxic gas cloud across a large area. It affects their vision, apparently. Who's that ugly bitch?
I remember that one time. You scared me with Annabelle. You were saying something about Annabelle. And in the party,
yeah,
the
doll.
Pennywise thing.
Oh yeah, I must have been telling you about when the Warrens found Annabelle.
Yeah. And it was at the time that you were talking about the kamikaze, the Japanese war planes that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Well, that's where the term comes from. Who said that? Demons and well, not so much ghosts, but demons scare the shit out of me.
Anything to do with creepy stuff, I get scared.
For me, it's just demons. Demons are real as it gets. So are ghosts, but demons are worse.
Dude, demons would be worse because they're from hell and yeah.
Demons are worse for a few reasons. One, yeah. Two, they're very, very powerful. The difference between a ghost and a demon is a ghost is, one, a human soul, and two, they only have limited powers. So normally they can lift objects and they can take things and hide them and stuff, but they can only lift things about a few pounds in weight.
Mm-hmm.
And they're normally, even the bad ones, they normally show up as they can make the room cold because they're taking energy from it, and then they can show up as maybe like bright lights. But then a demon, on the other hand, is much more powerful. They can throw around furniture, they can suffocate you, they can oppress you, they can possess you, they can turn out lights. Well, so can ghosts, but demons can take out lights. They normally can make foul smells. They can physically attack you violently.
Wait, what's the very first thing that you would know that a demon, like a devil's in your house? Or nearby?
Well, normally you would see... Normally the odor, if there's a foul odor or anything, like 3 knocks, or like the birds or nature acting strangely around you, or like foul smells, anything that's against God. Hold on. Hiya.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm okay, I guess.
Well, there's a program you might be interested in tonight. It's on Channel 5. And it's, what's it called, Alec? Britain's Lost Battlefields. And it's on Bannockburn.
Okay.
So it's 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And it says you might be wanting to watch it. You might be interested in it. Okay?
Okay, Gran.
It's Channel 5, my angel. How you doing?
I'm okay, I guess.
You guess?
Yeah.
Have a bad day.
Today's just been exhausting.
Exhausting.
Yeah. College is a lot of work.
Eh?
College is a lot of work, but I'm okay.
Are you okay? That's right. Well, you're off it for a couple of days, eh?
Mm.
You're not going back no more off Friday. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Right now I'm just on the PlayStation talking to a friend of mine.
Sorry?
I'm on the PlayStation talking to a friend of mine.
You're on the PlayStation.
Talking to a friend.
Talking to your friend. Who's it? I am Andrew.
Working. Won't be back for 2 hours.
Alright then. Okay then. On the way back then, I'll talk to you later then. Well, mind going, I should watch that programme, you might like it.
Okay, will do.
Okay, my love, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, son.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Right, so like I was saying, anything that sometimes they put like anti like Christian words, turning crosses upside down, etc., etc. But they normally do it in like different stages, so they're very subtle at first and they're very deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the later stages, they can be very, very, what's the word? Apparent. They don't really hide what they are. Some of them, but they act completely unpredictably. Sometimes they only target a few people. Sometimes they target the whole family. But the distinct difference, or one of them, is they've never been alive. That's why they want to possess you. They want a life. And
Do you like ignore the things? I'm guessing you have to like ignore them, or you have to like walk away.
you have to. Well, it all depends on the situation. In the Annabelle case, the best thing they could have done was to ignore the doll. But instead they embraced the doll, and then it posed as this little girl, and they invited it into their lives, as Ed Warren said. But if there's demonic activity in your home, the best thing to do is act quickly and act decisively. Get in touch with the clergy.
Okay.
The best thing to do is act quickly because, I mean, like Ed Warren said, in the Annabelle case, in a few weeks, everyone in that flat could have been dead. Easily.
Could have been.
I mean, early, and another thing, sometimes when you're like alone, you can feel like a presence, and it's not like a light presence, it's oppressive, it's like it's pressing down on you, and you can feel the evil, and it's just, it's not nice. It's scary, actually. It's very scary. Feel like
so.
being there and feeling it. It's, yeah, it's,
I feel like
if there's anything.
What's the most like? What time of the year would they be like common to be doing?
Any time of year, could happen any time. I mean, there's things that you can do to protect yourself, like putting crosses around your room and having a strong faith can help. And being happy as well. If you're in a happy home, then there's less for it to hold on to. But if you're sad, if you're depressed, like if a parent has died or whatever, they'll latch onto that. Ghosts as well, but demons manipulate that and they capitalize on it. They capitalize on fear as well.
Damn.
And they're normally active at night. Sometimes they're active during the day, but most of the time they're active at night. They like the dark.
It would make sense.
And I will say one other difference is also if you see it materialize, it's normally black. Like blacker than natural black. Dark, like shadows. Sometimes they show themselves as other forms, but there can be like a dark black shadow. And yeah, and then there's all the other signs as well. That's how you can normally identify if it's demonic.
Mm-hmm. Wow, okay.
I mean, even talking about it is dangerous, but you have to inform people.
Basically.
They're so... Ghosts don't have the same... Ghosts and spirits don't... Because they're not physical beings, they don't apply to physical physics. So
just mentally.
space, matter, you could just, even telepathically, you can just, they can latch onto that and they can teleport to you almost.
How would that work?
By thoughts, they can just literally, if you're thinking about them, they can latch onto that. And then they can just bring themselves to you almost. But also, the most dangerous thing though is never, if there's any demonic, or if you think there's demonic activity in your home, never provoke it. And never dabble in anything, any Satanist magic or Ouija boards or anything. Do not do that, because that's...
I literally do not do
from.
those things. I don't do those things.
Good.
I'm safe. Because, like, I don't mess with things. I'd be scared doing it, so, like, I wouldn't be doing it.
Out of naivety, I did it once. But, yeah, never again. Now that I know different, no, never again.
Just never.
Because I know how dangerous it is, and in the book I've been reading, that's where I've learnt most of this stuff. And that's the distinct difference between most paranormal investigators and Ed and Lorraine Warren. They weren't there to tell ghost stories; they were telling facts. And there's a whole, like field about this, like parapsychology, which is the scientific side of it, and then there's demonology, which is all about the ghosts, the spirits, the demons, etc. And they're both linked. But there's also a process as well. Like it's not just they call someone. There's normally people come over, they document it, they see whether it's legitimate, and if it is legitimate,
yeah, that's why ghost hunters
people get sent in.
That's why ghost hunters come into place.
Ghost hunters are part of that process, and that's why it makes me annoyed when ghost hunters fake stuff, because like they shouldn't, because then it invalidates the other real cases of this stuff. It's like when people make up rape stories. It doesn't happen commonly, but when people make up rape stories, you're invalidating the people that actually do have that, because the skeptics, or in this case the sexists, would just say, "Oh well, they're all doing it," which is not the case. People do get raped, and just like people do experience ghost phenomena and demons. So that's why it makes me really annoyed when people fake stuff.
True.
Megan
did that. Megan actually lied that she got raped. I was like, if you're lying about this, that's a bad thing to lie. It's a bad thing to lie about. People actually do get it.
Horrible thing to lie about. I can't stand liars. But yeah. But the purpose isn't like to scare, it's just to inform. Just to be mindful. I mean, most of us will not experience anything like this, but it might. We might at some
There's like
point.
there's like slight chance, yeah.
Yeah, there's always a chance that either we get unlucky or by pure accident, but our own free will, we bring something in. That's why my father's an idiot, because he dabbled in that stuff.
Is this a bad thing to wish? Can a demon annoy him? Like, can it? Or devil?
Can a demon what?
Can a devil actually annoy him? Because I actually want that to happen, so they can just.
Oh no, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
No, this is. I honestly wouldn't wish it. I mean, people have like cursed people and stuff like that has happened, but I wouldn't do it on my worst enemy. I wouldn't even do it to Kieran. I wouldn't do it to anyone. I wouldn't even do it to Adolf Hitler. Like, it's just... This is just another level of evil, this stuff.
And again, Hitler kind of... Yeah, if it's worse
I mean,
than
Hitler was a really bad man, but nobody deserves this kind of torment. But I've been lucky because I've never experienced anything. I've experienced ghosts before, but never anything demonic.
I haven't even experienced ghosts. Never will.
Well, you may. It depends.
Well, I might, but I'm just saying. Like at this point, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Finally.
But most of the time, ghosts are normally there for a reason as well. Like, there's a reason they came back. Most move on to like an afterlife, but sometimes they don't, and there's normally a reason why.
I still think afterlife's not a thing, but it could be cool to have that.
It is. That's where your soul goes, whether that's heaven or Valhalla or...
How is that afterlife? Well, it is an afterlife, but still. I thought afterlife would mean like you going to be someone else or something.
Well, yeah. Afterlife is basically a place, but it's not a physical place, it's a spiritual place.
Nice
where you go when you die. Normally if let's say you've had cancer and you died like that, or you died in a road accident, you'd most likely come back as a ghost because you died in a traumatic way.
Is that a good thing to die as a ghost? Is it a good thing?
Not really, because you could be there, like for instance, right? Ed and Lorraine Warren in the 70s, I think 60s or 70s, they went to this army place, and there was a ghost who had been there. I think his name was Greer, and he had been there since the early 19th century, so he'd been there for well over 200 years. And Lorraine Warren had to help him move on, because he had been... The reason why he had come back is because he was charged with a murder he didn't commit, and he wanted to be exonerated, which is why he had stayed there all that time. But he didn't realize he had been exonerated, and then once he realized that, he was able to move on. And that's basically the job of like mediums and people who are clairvoyant.
Okay.
That's basically what Ed and Lorraine Warren did. They went out to help people.
Damn. Well, as a ghost, or like a...
Oh, they were living people.
They lived too. What?
Yeah, they were real people.
For how long?
Well, Lorraine Warren died last year. And Ed died in 2000 and something. Early 2000s.
When were they born?
Oh, they were born in the... I'd have to have a look, actually. Hold on.
And do it,
Lorraine Warren.
and say it my way so I can understand like how old. Don't say like 18th century, but you're talking about 17. Do it the way I can understand.
Lorraine Warren age. She was... Lorraine Warren died on April 19th, 2019, age 92.
Okay, that's not a bad age.
And Ed Warren... He was 79.
Yeah, I thought you said like 200. I was like, what the hell?
Ed Warren died in Monroe, Connecticut. That's where they lived. From an unknown force. Oh.
How did they
Really?
die?
Unknown force, I'm guessing that would be... I'm guessing that would be an inhuman spirit.
Oh.
They did have several instances where they were attacked at their own home, so maybe it finally got him. Poor bugger.
Okay, isn't bugger a very old, very nasty name?
It's a mild curse word, but yeah. It would have been... I don't know, it would have been some kind of demon that killed him. Possibly the one that is attached to the doll, but I don't know. Quite often demonologists die. Because once you start challenging these things, you become a target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. I knew he died young, but I don't know how he died.
Okay, that's not young. 72 is not young.
It is in relative terms. '72 is quite young in comparison to how long people live today.
Yeah, isn't it like we can live to like 84, 89, something like that?
People have been living all the way up into their hundreds.
Yeah, I've heard someone that's like 120 or something. They're in the 130s now.
Yeah, yeah, it's possible.
It'd be cool if we could actually live to our hundreds. We might live like honestly more further because we were born. Wait, how long? You know that thing that you told me about where like we're gonna get some robotic things in our bodies or whatever?
Yeah.
How long would we be living with that if we ever do get it?
God knows, but it would vastly increase our lifespan.
By like what, 100? 2000s?
I don't know about that, but maybe by about 20, 30 years.
2030s? What?
Probably by about 20 or 30 years, maybe a little bit more than that.
I thought they would do it by like 100.
It depends on what technology comes out. Excuse me.
feel like Asia's going to be the very first country to do that. There's someone from Asia that's probably...
America's looking into it too.
We all know America would, but like, have you seen most of what Asians have made?
Well, they've got self-driving cars and stuff now.
I know.
Well, America's looking into how to make custom babies. Oh god.
God knows what they're going to look like. God knows. And I do not want to know.
Well, people will just make their ideal,
We're talking,
their ideal
right, so,
child.
So you're going to have like a... Wait, is it going to be like based on a PC website or something? Whatever you want.
There'll probably be some kind of... What they'll do is they'll probably take like the egg from the mother, the sperm from the father, and then they will...
How are you going to do that?
As the baby grows, they will edit the individual genes and characteristics so the baby looks exactly how the parents want. Which will be bad because there'll be no diversity.
Mm-hmm. How would you get an egg out of a woman and the sperm out of a male?
Probably an operation.
No. That would be so, like, how would you...
Oh, they'd probably put them under general anesthetic, but it's immoral.
That is just... Ooh, thinking about it's making me shiver and nearly be puking.
Well, that's humanity.
Ugh. How are they gonna get in it? Like, I'm really... It's like, I'm curious, but like, weirded out a little bit. It's not a good...
I wouldn't like it.
I'm not going to do that. I am not making my own custom baby. Nope. No thank you. I am never doing that.
I wouldn't either.
I'm sticking to the old...
Well, sometimes the old-fashioned way is best.
Yeah. I know it can be gross, but like, it's better than doing what you've just explained. Because God knows what the babies will look like.
They'll all look the same. Look exactly how the parents will want to look.
Oh, so like, they'll be like, oh, this kid's gonna have blonde hair, this kid's gonna have blue hair, blue eyes. This girl's gonna have long purple hair. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it gonna be like personality kind of things? Like, you know how cans, like, you have, there's only like signs for different months. Is it gonna be like that, where you go, ooh, this person's gonna be funny, this one's gonna be, this, that. Oh, that's weird to me. Awkward silence.
I'm just reading some things. Oh god, that looks freaky.
What?
Looking at some of the outfits they have for the killers.
Dang.
But yeah.
I mean, as much as I want superpowers and a long lifespan, sure, but like not the baby thing.
I don't know about me. I probably would just want to stay as I am.
Technology is going to be fudged in the future.
I think some people, although they want to do good and want to make people the best that they can be, you have to. There's a certain beauty in imperfections. I think people forget that.
People forget that you can get beauty from just making them, like, by going on the bed and going, hey, let's just do this until when a baby comes out, it'll work.
If we all were the same, then there'd be no diversity. We'd just be like animals practically. There'd be nothing telling us apart. Except from we would physically look different, but there'd be nothing telling us apart at all.
We'll have the same physics, like the same features, but we won't have the same
features, there'd be no disabilities, there'd be no diversity at all. There'd be nothing
That's a bad thing though, because people... That would be kind of weird, but also a great thing, but also something that you don't want.
And eventually genetic diversity would break down, and we'd all eventually just be
the same person.
Inbred almost. Because it'd be the same gene pools over and over and over again.
That's stupid. Kinda.
And then, which is why technology like that shouldn't exist.
I mean, fair dues, we've got computers and like we've got self-driving cars and God knows. But that is just no.
That's fine, but like engineering children, fabricated children.
I know. This doesn't. No. Just no. Never.
Yeah, just no. No, keep that. You can keep that. I don't want it.
Talk to the hand that... Wait, no, is it... Talk to the hand, but I'm not listening. That's what I'm saying to them.
I just outright tell them no. No.
No. Do the opposite. Do the opposite of what John and Joseph and all that say. Except yes, no.
It's the power of no.
You're having a fruit, I can tell. You're having a fruit, I can tell. It's either an apple or something crunchy.
Having some bread, actually.
You're having bread by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdo.
It's nice.
How is it nice by itself? Like, have like butter or like something with it. Like, gee.
Sometimes I have that. Sometimes I don't.
Bread by itself. I mean, sure, have it when you're having soup, but like still.
Good source of fibre.
Maybe it's big salted python. You know, just
It is?
no. Just no. Just no.
Yes.
Just no. Just no. Imagine if that becomes one of your ticks. Just no.
Hope not. I have enough ticks as it is.
Someone's like, oh, do you want to change your voice and all that? You're like, just no. I was meant to
sometimes
say yes.
I do have like a yes, no, you're a liar tick.
How does that accumulate?
That one I caught from Sophie.
How many times has that accurate?
Usually when my ticks are very, very active. Who's that ugly bitch?
Megan. I can take it. Well, not take advantage, but like, there's some things I can say. Right? Okay, sure.
Nah, that's fucking vile.
Is it?
Don't know. I pointed to my guitar, so I don't know how that's vile.
How is that vile? How's that disgusting? How's that a thing?
Don't really know.
You never know. No one knows.
I will say though, also, Duke will probably, if anything does happen in your house at any time, Duke will sense it before you do.
So, fucks or what? I don't know.
If you see him looking and growling and barking or whimpering at something,
I mean,
then there's either a spirit there.
He barks at random things when somebody walks past, but yeah.
It'll be if there's like nothing there. Dogs are clairvoyant.
Yeah, they're very. Pretty damn clever.
Like, I remember in the book, something the Warrens investigated, the Foster case, I believe. And the dog was deaf, by the way, and the radio was kept on turning by itself. It's flicking stations by itself. And this deaf dog was growling at something. So obviously it couldn't hear, so it must have been able to see it. I had always wondered though whether they heard it or if they saw it, but it must be visual.
I mean, if it's blind, like, is it? Oh yeah, it wouldn't. If it's deaf, it would have been visual.
Yeah, that proves it. Then they are clairvoyant; they can see it.
They're like, oh, there's a devil playing with your radio, my friend. You need to do something real quick.
Could just be a spirit as well, and it's not the devil, demons, which are like they're like his servants. They basically run around and.
Is Satan a thing in real life? Well, I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying, like, will he ever kill him out of nowhere?
Satan does exist, but
how do
he
we
very
know that Satan
rarely
exists?
shows himself.
How do we know that Satan exists?
His demons exist, so he must too.
I mean, demons have sons and brothers and whatever.
No, they must come from somewhere. They're not. They're inhuman spirits, so they haven't come from life. So they must come from somewhere.
Maybe... Oh, maybe not. Okay. Alright.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll tell you anyway. So earlier today, I don't know what it was, but I was just playing Overwatch, right? And then I knew something was happening because the temperature completely went down in the room, like really down. But I thought it was the heating at first, but then, you know how I was talking about the oppressive like feeling.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the bathroom, and when I was to go to the toilet, and then when I was washing my hands, I felt that behind me. Couldn't see anything, but I felt it, and then when I went into the room, I felt it again, and then after a while, it went away. And that was about midday, I think. Maybe before that.
But you did say your house, or whoever it was...
Well, there have been a few instances of things in this house, but nothing like that. I haven't felt anything oppressive.
Maybe
It didn't do anything, though.
Maybe they were visiting you. It was like, hello, Michael, how you doing? Remember me?
Well, it does happen. Some do return a visit, but they only do that if they've lived at a place.
True.
Maybe
it's like one of the owners.
Perhaps. Whatever it was, it didn't. It was negative. It might have been. I thought it was because I was reading the book.
Maybe.
But I don't really know. But that's why, you know, when I was describing the feeling earlier. That's basically what it. That's what I imagined something really negative would feel like. Like it was behind me, but it kind of felt like it was standing over me. Like that's what I meant by oppressive. Like it was standing over me, forcing me down.
Damn, that must be scary.
It was terrifying. I was washing my hands trying to ignore it, but I was absolutely shitting myself. Like,
thank God you were in the wash but wait, were you in the toilet just in case you were going to?
I was in the bathroom.
Okay, good.
And I was just washing my hands, and then this started happening. But this happened over the course of like 20 minutes or so. Because it started going a little bit cold, and then I was like, okay. But then, when I started talking to it, it got really, really cold right in front of me. And then I went to the bathroom, and then that's when I felt the oppressive force behind me. I didn't see anything. And I've had nothing since.
Strange.
I think it may have been because I've been reading the book. Maybe, I don't really know. But yeah, that's fun. But honestly, I hope to God I never encounter anything demonic. Ever.
I hope you don't. I hope you don't. I hope I don't either.
I hope nobody does. I hope you don't. I hope Jake doesn't. I hope... I won't, even Kieran or Zach, I hope they don't either.
As much as I hate Zach, no.
These things, not even an understatement, these things destroy lives. Completely ruin them. Usually, if they don't receive the help in time, or even when they do, some people, I mean, if they get to the possession stage, sometimes they don't even survive the exorcism. Or the demon kills them before they get a chance, or sometimes even Ed Warren said that there was a woman they looked at, that she was about 35, but she looked like 18, and she'd looked at it ever since the activity started happening, and they must be able to make your body age faster. And then after that he said that they could ruin lives, so that must be one of the things he meant. But I mean, it's wise to be scared of them, but more to be aware of the signs. If you know the signs, then you know
I mean, also, like,
how to act.
it's kind of, well, it is good that you've just told some people, right? But what about if they've got, like, anxiety and they, like, get worried too much and they start to not talk to anyone, and, like, yeah. Could be a bad
Then, I mean, true, but it'd be a hell of a lot worse if they didn't know. Because although that is terrible, if a demon comes in to their house and they don't know it, and they don't know how to deal with it, it could very well kill them within a few weeks. So it's a double-edged sword. You need to tell them, but at the same time, it could really, really worry them. I mean, hell, I used to have panic attacks about this stuff. And it still terrifies me to the core.
I've never really thought about this, so it's never really, like, worried about. But now I'm like, okay.
People normally just brush off this stuff.
Indeed.
Which, I mean, it's good, but it's bad, because if they brush it off, then it basically means that they... When people tell me that they don't believe in ghosts and stuff, then what they're really telling me is they've never experienced anything, which is good. It's good. I'm glad they haven't. But if you take someone to a real haunted house, one with like a ghost or even a demon inside it, it can turn a skeptic into a believer like that. Or even if they see Ed and Lorraine Warren speaking, because they're honest, they didn't hold anything back.
Wait, is that a good thing when he speaks?
Yeah, that's what they used to do. Apart from go and help people out, they educated people.
So what would they be saying?
They'd be talking about different cases they've seen, different things about demons and ghosts, the difference between them, how to identify activity, etc., etc. Okay. Who's that? Who said that?
Who did say that?
God knows. Ow.
Maybe God doesn't want to know. Maybe God just wants to agree. Yeah, I can know.
Then that's sausage. Sausage roll. And that's
sausage rolls are nice. Sausage rolls are nice.
Especially from Satisfaced. On the road trip, we're stopping off at Satisfaced. We're going through Crosby.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Stop off there, refuel, buy some.
We should just go to like each other's like places where they were born and lived. just so you can try things out that they've like had.
Sure. On our way down through Scotland, we could take Deep to Bonnyrigg and Woodburn. And then...
No, Woodburn, don't, no, that was a bad influence. No, for someone
What, you
who's
don't want him
located...
to see how bad it is?
I mean, do you really want to?
It's your town.
Okay. From how long I've lived here, maybe if he wants to, him, not me. It's up to me. It is up to him more. I think he would probably like Bonnyrigg out of this place, because yeah, who doesn't dislike this place?
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes... Except if they're from Woodburn and they're a chav, then they don't like it. Or they would like it, but...
Billy J.
Any decent person I wouldn't. Suckers. Take him into Bonnyrigg, I'd show him around and stuff, and then we could go to Liverpool after that. That'd be the next place that we go. Take him into Crosby. Take him to Formby and stuff in Crosby Beach. And then we could... It depends what time it is, and if we're really tired from driving, we could just like stop off there and like stay the night. Get some rest. And then in the morning we can start driving again. And then we'd probably stop off at maybe Somerset. And then from there we could go to Folkestone, go across the Channel Tunnel, and then from there we go through France, Belgium, and then Germany, and then we could just start stopping off at various different towns along the way. It'd probably take us... It would take us...
like a week?
Months and months and months to do. Because we're going miles and miles. We're going well over 2,000 miles. Let's think about it. We're going from Reykjavik to France, to the top of Sweden, down Finland, to Turkey and back again.
Oh, by the way, we'd be in Sweden for quite a bit as well.
Oh yeah, not Turkey. Sweden's massive. We'd have to take loads of stops.
I know. It's like, it's bigger than flipping... It's big, it's just the... I mean, I'm not gonna... I think it's bigger than Scotland. Maybe.
Oh, it's much bigger than Scotland. Enormous. Oh, we're going to Russia as well to get to Turkey.
Great, so we'll be hearing...
I understand we were going... I get the map up.
I am from Russia. I do not know what you're saying. I do not speak English. One day I might get the accent right, but I don't know what I'm doing, because I now sound like a Swedish.
Yeah, so we're going to like that Honningsvåg, and then we're going down into Finland.
Please tell me we're going to weed country.
We will.
You know.
So yeah, we go through
Netherlands.
St. Petersburg, through Moscow, and then we keep going down, and then we could... Yeah, we'll go through Ukraine, then into Georgia, then probably through Armenia.
Okay.
And then into Turkey, and then we have to cut across to basically the other side, and then go to Marmaris. And then after that, we go up, we go past Istanbul, so we'll stop off there actually. Then we can go into Bulgaria, then we can go into Romania, then Poland, and then from there, let's see.
Imagine just because of this road trip, we just live in that, like, caravan old thing.
I mean, we'll probably be taking. It depends how. It depends. We could take a camper van,
Like,
or we could take like a car, and then we could all be in the car. But we'd need. See, we need to pack it full of supplies, and we need a lot of money. Because for food, for petrol, for hotels, etc., etc.
this is gonna be very, very.
I know how we can do it though. So we go through Poland, do Germany, and then we can, from Germany, we can go into the Netherlands. And then from there, we can just go down to Belgium, into France, get to Calais, go across
Wait,
to probably Folkestone.
Netherlands is under France, because Netherlands is
Yeah.
Africa. So why do they? Oh yeah, because we're
Because
going from
it borders
okay.
Germany.
Never mind. I just knew what you meant.
And then we can just do like a little bit of a U.
You do like you go to like maybe we go through Netherlands, then maybe Germany, then Latvia, like Estonia, Latvia, and then we go straight to France again, and voila, we're going straight. Whatever we're going after that.
Would be by that point would be the plan is on the way back, Germany, Netherlands, then Belgium, France, and then we go into England, through England, we'd go to Somerset, drop Jake off, then we would go straight home after that.
And then maybe in the future we can go to USA, South America, those places.
Yeah, totally.
I can imagine like we just one day we'll be like, oh we could like we all drive to Australia or wherever you want to live, and you go find a house, blah, live there. I go straight to like I just go right. I need to mark this place. I need to put something down in Norway to live there. Because I am improving. I'm moving now. Screw it. I might move to Oslo. Or something in the north.
Oslo.
Oslo, yes. Oslo.
I'm still. I'll either go to Bremen or Rushford.
Where's that?
South Australia. It's near Melbourne.
Alright. One day you could just meet like Laserbeam and all that.
Sure, I'd go into New South Wales and meet them.
You'd be like,
Go
oh,
over
hey,
to New
lad,
Zealand
how
and
you
meet
doing?
Jade and stuff. Or just get everyone to meet at the same time. Screw it.
I can
Screw
imagine
you.
Lannon. I can imagine Lannon. Just going, what's up,
I'll
dude?
just do like
What's
a
up, mate?
mega vlog. Like going to a convention with like, if I got all the like creators I've ever watched, there'd be loads.
Yeah, one of mine I couldn't be able to do because PewDiePie. Because people can, but like, really,
imagine like you'd like if you could make anything possible. Like, how many creators do you think you could get together?
I mean, are we including PewDiePie or no? Because he seems like as if he would be hard to get.
Include like everyone, every single person.
We'd be making a flipping country. We'd have to go straight to a country to actually do things. I would have to go straight to America, and then I would have to go to England, I would have to go to Ireland just to get Jack. I'd get America just to get Outfoxed. There's other ones, like some of the Overwatch professional ones, like Broly Whack. He would be funny to hang out with. He's a goofball. I would have to go straight to Asia to get one of my. Well, he's Canadian Asian, but he lives in a place near. Where is it? He lives near Tokyo, but he's from Quebec. Oh, I would have to go to Canada 3 times. I would have to go straight to Quebec. I would have to go to Toronto just to get Bayesian Canadian. I would have to get Quentin. He lives in Winnipeg, but he's from Canada also. I would have to go to just to get Aunt Venom. I would have to go to LA just to get Skydoes Minecraft, also known as Net Nobody. I would have to go to who else? Yeah, I'd be over the place, except for the Middle East, because I don't know anyone from there on YouTube. I'd be definitely going straight to New Zealand just for Brody. Not Brody, thingy. What's his name? He does chiseling, but he's funny and flip. What's his name again? I have to YouTube it. YouTube him. Could you imagine, like, we're the smallest YouTubers and we meet everyone from YouTube? Just imagine.
God, that'd be such a career boost.
Oh yeah, I would go to New Zealand to get Fitz. I would go straight to Australia to get. Is it John in the Morning? He's from. Is it Perth? He's from Perth. I would have to get the dude that does the 2 Fortnite montages with the anime songs. He's from Sydney. His name's. What's his flipping name? He's the dumb one in that group. The one that doesn't think straight. What was his name? Zuckles, yeah, Zuckles. I would have to go to... Do I know Russia or anywhere in Eurasia? Not as I think of. I could go to Netherlands to get almond. I can go to Germany to get, what's that one Minecrafter that I used to watch and he's from Germany and he's got a really strong German accent. Doc N44, yeah, that's the German. I would have to go to Norway to find Notch. No, not Norway. Sweden to find Notch. I would have to find, who would I go for Norway? Oh yeah, I would have to go to Norway to get Alan Walker. Yeah. I'd be mainly in America though, if we had to get our YouTubers. Mainly.
I'm still listing mine. Oh god, who else? Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, Java says I would have to go to. Oh, where does he live? Is it Louisiana? Yeah, Louisiana. I would have to go to Java says. Igich, he lives in Manchester. I would have to go down to England to get him. I think he's from that area as well. Pro Gamer J, I would have to go straight to London because he lives there. He's people. Aaron Doe, I would have to go to Texas for. Oh yeah, that's another one. What's his name? Fudge. Who's that dude that used to build the traps? He used to build traps so easy in Fortnite. Fudge. What's his name? Kinda looked like someone, I can't remember. Josh Tate would have to go down to Blackpool. I'm actually wanting to know. Oh yeah, my YouTubers are all subscribed. Oh yeah. So the Gaming Beaver, I would have to go straight to Guernsey. Sounds like Pizza. He's an Australian that does American voice acting for GTA roleplay. I would have to go to. Is it Melbourne that he lives in? Yeah, Melbourne. I would like to go to Bonnyrigg to get my brightest boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of said, okay, so yeah.
Furniture. JMW Films, I would have to. Isn't he from. He's from the redneck area of America, but I can't remember whereabouts. I think it's Winnipeg. Seth Philippou, I would have to go to Australia also, but I don't know where. PewDiePie would have to go down to Bristol, because he lives in Bristol. Lil Mosey is not a YouTuber, but he does vlogs, but I won't count him as one.
Counting if they do vlogs and stuff.
If you want.
Okay, well, okay.
If I had to go for him, I would have to go down to Seattle. Because I think he's either no, he lives in Washington. Chica, I would have to go to Puerto Rico. She's a Hispanic. Well, Jacksepticeye Island. Why not? Prestige Clips, Australia. Lyrical Lemonade. That's Cole Bennett, if I remember that uses that. LA for Outfox Gaming. Net Nobody for LA. Aussie Man Reviews. He's a funny dude. He's got the most Australian accent, not gonna lie. I hear this.
Welcome back. It's time for our annual installment of Nutshottery. This pantsless fella has decided early morning river diving will wake him up. Some people...
I think he's from Melbourne, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I watched him for like 5 months. And then after that 5 months, I came on a party with one of my old friends on Xbox. And I sounded Australian for about a month. So I said, I'm from Australia, mate. Yeah. And then, like, at the end, like, after the month of just having an accent, my friend was like, you don't sound Australian at all, you liar. And I'm like, love you too. And then he just left the party and then just, yeah. I was like, wait. David Dobrik, he lives in he's from Slovakia, but he lives in, California. Canastia, I would have to go to Canada for. No copyright sounds, that's a music thing. Those guys for Washington. I mean, maybe. It's probably a definite no. I would have to go to... Oh, where does he live? Fudge. Can't remember. Oh yeah, New Jersey, Takashi 69, but that's definitely a no, but if I have to, sure. World Star Hip Hop, that's just a hip hop thing. Raka Raka, he's an Australian.
Being the first man in history.
I hate these Russian names.
Gymshark's Black Friday is coming
Is it
early
Australian?
this year, causing a sensation now known as
That's
Big
Calyx.
Deal Energy.
There's this conspiracy theory that's going on in South Australia, and I've been looking into it a lot
Yeah,
lately.
he's
So,
Australian.
a couple of months ago.
He's Australian. I would have to go down to South Australia somewhere, I don't know where. Quebec, America. Alan Walker, Norway. KSI, England. I used to watch him, but now stop. Diggums for Asia, but he's American, but he lives in Tokyo. Fire Kitten is the British lady that I played in, yeah, that I watched one time in a party. Randolph, I would have to go down somewhere in England. I don't know whereabouts. Azers is, I would say American, but it doesn't tell where it is. Bay Area Bugs, California. Just about where the Bay Area is, where the I can't remember whereabouts that is. Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming and yeah,